Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done, and now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans, and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
The 2023 season has 1 game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Fighting his way through contact. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On first down, Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And every time you step on the field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Here's the option. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Again, it's Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 0-0 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they needed two. They could only get one. 4th down. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. Purdy off the play fake. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and 5. They go play action here. Purdy. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Moody good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the drive there took 6 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Here's Richie James on the return. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some stats get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets them 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down up near the 40-yard line. Purdy looking to throw into space at the 45. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. McCaffrey on the counter. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A second down throw for Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Purdy to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Here's a 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Here's Pacheco once again. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.